Welcome back to Master Your Glass with me, Livio Lauro. This is our second edition of our Instagrammable cocktails, or cocktails of the gram. If you have stumbled on this video and you have not watched the first episode, please do click on this link above right here. Watch episode number 1. It was very neat, and it will of course make more sense to then watch this one after that. Also in the description below, you will find a lot of valuable information. And on this episode, I actually go visit a very cool ice factory here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I meet with my friend Ryan McDougall, who gives us a lot of tips, explains how premium ice is made, and let's just go do this. We decided to pay a visit to my buddy Ryan McDougall from Premium Ice and Ice Occasions here in Las Vegas, and we're gonna see what we need to do in order to get ourselves some really good looking ice. So how long have you guys been open for?
So we've been in Las Vegas over 22 years. Started making ice sculptures, which we still do make. And the way we make craft cocktail cubes is a lot closer to making ice sculptures than it is the way the package ice companies make a bag of ice sold at Albertsons. So we had all the mixologists coming to us saying, hey, I need a cube this big, I need a ball this big, I need this cube by this shape, and I want to put it in a drink. And so we started to understand that we were basically just making mini ice sculptures for the cocktails.
So is there a difference at all from a certification standpoint between ice that goes on a sculpture and ice that goes in a glass?
So there is some there. The machines as they come off the assembly line from Kleinbell are not technically NSF certified. So there's some retrofits and some things you have to make, put in the food grade environment, and make some changes and get the machine certified to meet the NSF standards that especially Clark County requires for the food grade ice when it's being consumed, which is a little bit different than the sculpture stuff. Similar, but still quite a bit different.
So walk me through this process here. You're going to probably walk me through the room anyway.
So we take the machine, we fill it with reverse osmosis water, okay, and then we use the pump to keep the water and the air and the impurities moving. It freezes. So
this is not blowing water, it's just blowing air. It's just moving
the water. Yeah.
Okay.
So it keeps water circulating.
But it's its own water.
Yeah.
So
no outside source.
So then when it freezes, doesn't it clog up the pump?
We get it out before that.
Got it.
So then the bag holds the water, the sides are flexible, it freezes from the bottom up, we trap the plates in, then we hoist the block out,
Okay.
and then we cut it into whatever, and then
So do you have it all, any sediment on the top or no?
No, because the water's treated, right? I mean, not visually, but if you took a TDS meter, you could see that it's, so yeah, you can feel it down here. Put your hand in there.
Oh, wow. So there's ice all the way already.
Ready to there.
Already down there, yeah. So down there, yeah.
Right up there. And then, so then what happens when it gets this big, then we pull it out.
Got it. You pull out this guy or the ice?
Well, we pull the pump out and then we pull the whole ice out. Once it reaches like a certain height, then we pull the whole block out.
So it's freezing from down up.
Bottom up, and it's keeping the air and the impurities moving. So that we can keep the water good.
Which is why you don't have to shave off some of the walls, because you don't have that area where the impurities.
No, not unless we overfreeze it.
Got it.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And then we don't want to do that to get the pump in anyway.
Got it.
So then this is tap water, right out of the city tap, right?
Okay.
So this is at 400 parts per million.
Okay.
Okay.
403 now.
Yeah. So then this is water from the RO system. It's coming in at 1. 2.
Damn.
Probably 2-ish.
Damn.
Then when we get into the block of ice, then it starts coming up.
Now it's a
3.
Gotcha. So let me ask you a question. So you said at some point in here there's going to be water floating with the impurities.
Yeah, but you won't see it.
Right, no, but what I'm saying is, so this will never completely freeze.
No.
We'll never look at this and it'll be a big slab of ice.
No, you end up with like this much water.
Got
on the
it,
top layer.
and that's where all this shit...
We remove the top layer of the water, then we pull the ice out, and then that's what gets cut into the cubes.
I gotcha. And how do you pull it out?
We hook the...
Oh, this guy here.
The lip plates, and then the crane comes in there, and we lift the block out.
What was your expertise 22 years ago when you opened it? Was this just kind of like, let me try opening an ice shop, or did you already know what you were doing?
No, it was learn on the job training, learn as you go. I mean, we did ice carvings for the buffets and conventions and things like that, and that pivoted a little bit into a little bit more product reproduction, where we were doing company logos and seafood stations and replicating liquor bottles for liquor companies and liquor brands, product promotion, wow factors for events. So that's where we drew a lot of experience from that genre of expertise in that. The ice manufacturing was part of it because of some of the other things we did related to food service, making chefs look good, and similar situations. So it's not indifferent, but it's similar, but it's still different. We're just making mixologists look good now as well as the chefs look good.
Gotcha. And then what are the key products you sell for cocktail ice? The cube, give me some of those sizes.
So we kind of have all areas covered for cocktails. We have a crushed ice version, kind of like your Sonic Ice for your slushy type cocktails, where you want something along that line, maybe a Moscow Mule or Pim's Cup, something along that line. Then we have the cold draft cubes for your general type of drinks or drinking. And then we have the specialty cubes for the cocktails, the on the rocks type of drinks, or even as a garnish, maybe a diamond for maybe a little more feminine type drink, or maybe an engagement, a celebrity type situation, a wedding, something along that lines. And then we also can do customization. So we can product reproduction again. We can put logos inside of the cubes. Just had a request the other day to potentially put in a olive for like a dirty martini type of a drink. So at some level we're a form of a garnish, but also practicality involved as well.
Awesome. Have you gotten any more requests since the Instagram cocktail era is becoming more and more a thing?
So since the pandemic and the Instagram cocktail too, there's been a lot more at-home type drinking, a lot more at-home type entertaining. So whereas a little more commercial before, the mixologists and the restaurateurs were in this space, now we've seen individuals at home try to be a little bit more of that premise too. So we definitely had more requests, and we're actually working on a retail line now, which you could go to a liquor store and purchase your own 8-pack of clear ice cubes or clear ice spheres for your own at-home consumption, or take to a friend's house.
That's actually awesome. Awesome. Craft ice to people's homes. So last question is, if people want to get a hold of you, if people want to purchase your product, where would you send them?
Yeah, so Premium Ice, premiumice.com. That's where we go. Look for it soon in your in liquor stores here in Las Vegas. We're working hard to get that into place so that we have a lot of people don't want to drive all the way across town to buy 12 cubes for their cocktail party. So if we can put it at a corner near you, it'll be a little more convenient for the at-home beverage enthusiast.
All right. Well, thanks for having us here at Premium Ice and at Ice Occasions, and we appreciate your time.
So yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, the idea, I watched a program, saw them swabbing garnishes from coast to coast.
Instagrammable cocktails is the bane of my existence.
Purple half gold dragon fruit chip.
Okay.
It really looks good on a cocktail, especially if you have a little bit of foam on